Welcome to Nintendo Engineers. I'm your host, Chris Tysis. And a few days ago, I noticed an interesting article and news on Twitter that someone has somehow managed to put together all of the English Super Nintendo manuals together as an archive system. So manuals, for the kids at home who are wondering what's this about, once upon a time you used to get your box art, you used to go down the shop and buy a game, and you would open it, and it would have a manual, like an instructions book, and it would tell you, how to play the game. Nowadays, you don't get these things. Most games now digital, and they don't tell you how to play the game. There's no instructions sort of book like this. So those days are gone. But back in the Super Nintendo days and N64 and probably GameCube and Wii, I guess the Wii generation, yeah, with the Wii generation as well, you had these manuals or instruction booklets that came with your game. And this person has been able to find every English Super Nintendo manual archive. Now, there is, looking at this website, about 724. Let's have a look at this website and see what I'm going on about. All right, here we go. This is the website. It's not quite a website. It's a Google website. So it's very much like an archive place. And you can see all the games that have an instruction booklet to it, which is pretty amazing. So for example, of course, my favorite game ever, click on this, and it will show up like this. I was just having a squiz at it beforehand, and this is the instruction booklet that you used to get. It shows off the little story. Also has the control, clearly shows you what you need to do in the game. Game selections, what the items are. Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong. All the different items and pieces that you see, what the DK coin is, the Creme coins, all the different worlds that you go up against. The Lost World, which is funny, it's not so lost because they've just told you in the manual. The Animal Friends, quite a few of the enemies, special areas. And notes, you can actually write down notes. They usually had a page spare for folks to do stuff like that, which is cool. What's another game that we could show off that was quite cool? But yeah, you can see this is the whole collection. I mean, Mario would probably be your next one. Oh, Mortal Kombat 3. Let's just show off this. And every single one's quite amazing. And then, not all of them are going to be in perfect condition, but actually it's in pretty good condition, these instruction books. And you have the start mode, teaches you all the different fighting moves and things like that. So it's actually quite cool to actually go through these instruction manuals and looking at the different characters and the cartoon designs back in the day. It's actually quite cool. This whole thing, and every single one is there. There is also N64 stuff there, which I don't think it's a complete collection, but I would say that people would be quite inspired to complete that collection. I don't think there is many games on the N64 than there is on the Super Nintendo. But to do this sort of achievement would have been really hard. So a big thanks to the person and all the volunteers, obviously, who probably sent in these copies. Plebes, who's been on Twitch for 8 years, beating every Super Nintendo game, which seems really cool. And yeah, this is really, really nice. And it's great to see some preservation, when it comes to video games. And this is one way to preserve the history of video games and stuff like that. So I'm obviously going to be having a bigger look into this and going back over some of the old games that I used to play, and probably the N64 stuff I'm interested in having a look at too, because there's some great ones there. But yeah, it's just really cool. Check out the website. It's really cool, and let us know in the comments what game instruction booklets do you remember when you bought this stuff back. Geez, over 20, 25 years ago now, or more than 25 years ago. Oh my God, nearly 30 years. I'm starting to feel older now. But yeah, very cool website. Go and check it out. And yeah, so that is it for me. And I shall see you next time on Nintendo Ninja News.